I think going into this next year, I've done the double at World Championships, and I'm continuing to do that. And going into Commonwealths, obviously it's a big show, but it's all about Europeans as well, because that's the British swimming team. That's where British swimming gets all their UK sport funding. So you got to be on prime for that as well. We'll see going into next season. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, because this is the season. This is the season now going into this one where it's a little bit more calmer. You're not racing the rest of the world, you're just racing the Commonwealth and the Europeans. But no, that's not to say I'm going to sit back and put my feet up. I'm still going to push it on, but it's year 1, year 2, year 3, then year 4, and that year 4 is like all in.
Will you be speaking to any serial winners like Rebecca Adlington or Chris Hoy to try and get their advice?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously Rebecca has mentored me for a few years now, but I see her as more of a friend now, and that you can just chat to her. But I've got dinner with Chris tonight, so we'll see what he's got to say. But I'm pretty certain it's win again, and win with class. I think that's the main motto now, and I've learned that from a psychologist that I've been working with. And winning it's amazing when you keep doing it, but keeping yourself active, keeping yourself motivated to keep doing it is a whole different ball game.
And obviously with Mel Marshall, you do everything that she tells you to. She was a backstroke and a freestyle swimmer. Why has she been so successful as a breaststroke coach?
I think coaching's misunderstood. It's not who knows the best technique. Obviously, you've got to have some background knowledge. It's not who slams people down the lane up and down every day. It's how do you understand the character? How do you understand the athlete's needs? And she understood mine from day one. She knew I wanted to be the best, and she knew I was going to put the most amount of work anyone could put in to being the best. We've just literally winged it for the 8 years, just adapting technique. But that technique's been with me for so young. As I've got bigger and more powerful, it's just only going to get even stronger now.
And you're going to see your rivals trying to do the same thing?
Yeah, there's been a lot in the last 2 years. The Japanese are filming me everywhere I go. Freepool, Chinese are filming me literally in Budapest before I was going to go to race, because I do this land warm up that's getting my muscles active. But that doesn't worry me. I know all of those guys and they're really sound, but if I was them, I'd be doing exactly the same. So it's it's great.
And can I ask you about your Zambia challenge with Mel?
Yeah, it's going to be great. Obviously the kids out there are so enthusiastic. Our main goal is obviously to do 50 hours of sport in 5 days and raise about £50,000 for that charity, the Perfect Day Foundation, which educates children, builds facilities so they're off the streets and they're coming together and hopefully educate them through sport. But it's going to be a great challenge. Put everything back into perspective, because when you do keep winning and winning, sometimes you've got to ground yourself and give back to the communities and the people that have supported you. I've got so many people asking for technique and tips and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I can't reach everyone, and it's literally impossible to reach everyone. But it's that's the kind of legacy I want to build. I'm only 22 years old, but by the time I'm 30, 32, when I want to retire, that's hopefully that legacy is going to be there, and there's going to be some young whippersnapper in my steps, following my path, and hopefully they're going to be British.
So you think you've got 10 more years at the top?
Yeah, hopefully. I think it's just been announced, LA 2028. Yeah, so that's going to be. I've got to be there. I've got to be there.